as well, so a terrific nose for the ball.
Hairston, he's checked in for the Hornets. Both free throws good from Wade. And Wade, a very good one-on-one defender, but the Heat have the luxury of often putting him off the top scorers on the other side.
Yeah, and with Luol Deng, who can guard the point of attack, now Wade almost can operate like a free safety, using his speed to pick off passes or stuff a driver at the rim.
Well, a breakthrough season for Lance Stevenson, former second-round pick out of Cincinnati. He was an all-star candidate. Did not make it, but was really close. Improved in just about every category as well.
First one falls for him.
And Lance Stevenson was one of the most improved players in the league last year, certainly worthy of all-star consideration. He upped his rate of scoring, assists, rebounding. He was fantastic as a rebounding guard. At 6'5", 230 pounds, he knows how to use that frame to get to the glass. He's gotten to the line much more recently, shooting a better percentage from the field. He clearly is one of the up-and-coming players in the league.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for Stevenson, you look at his career numbers, Steve, he's dramatically improved his field goal and three-point percentages pretty much every season.
Yeah, he just has a great love for the game, Kevin. A flair for the dramatic on the court, but most importantly, the dedication to strive for greatness.
Here's Cole. Passed away. To the middle. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Roberts. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Cole kicks to Wade. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Josh McRoberts comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Now, here's Chalmers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Magic in Orlando. 5 to shoot. Double team on Dang. Anderson dishes to Dang. That's good. Dang's got 9.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists, great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Here's Roberts. Stevenson outside. Out to the wing. Vonleh with it. Roberts on him. Stevenson inside the three-point line. The shot misses. And it's Miami the other way.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Now here's Dang. 9 points in the game so far. Shot on the wing. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Screen by Maxiel. Here's Roberts. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Well, it's still early in the season yet, but let's take a look at where the Hornets sit right now. First in blocks, second in fewest turnovers per game. And they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranked 2nd in the league.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that, and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
Anderson, a screen on Stevenson. Over in the corner, Cole. And some changes here for the Hornets. Yambo, he's checked in for Maxiel. Williams comes in for Vonleh, and Gary Neal subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Now, here's Chalmers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Anderson. Expanding his range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
A chance to check out some of the stats on Mario Chalmers, how this year has shaped up for him. He's around 6 points per game, and overall these aren't really reflective of the potential he has, obviously. I think we'll see his numbers going up a bit going forward.
Well, that's what he wants, and I know it's foremost on his mind. He knows he can bring more to the table, and I do expect him to bring his play up to the next level.
Williams, a screen on Chalmers. Williams passes to Neal. That one wide left. Charlotte, their last game, a win against Orlando.
Well, it's amazing what a year can do, isn't it? Then Bobcats, now Hornets look completely lost heading into last season. But with the additions they made, I think they have this ship back on track.
Hornets trail by 6. Here's Roberts. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Roberts got 4 this quarter.
Beautiful dish down low.
The Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting.
Brian Roberts coming to the NBA 2 seasons ago after playing internationally. Had a great season as a 27-year-old rookie. Last year with Jrue Holiday injured, he actually spent a lot of time at the starting point guard spot in New Orleans.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Miami, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Hornets, 3 games behind.
Well, I think for Charlotte, they've just never really found their groove this season. I mean, not yet anyway. They're kind of stuck in the middle of the pack right now.
Man, they don't have a lot of time left to find that groove, Clark. That's the problem. I mean, unless things really come together for them soon, I think they're going to stay in kind of that middle of the pack area the rest of the way.
1:58 left now here in the second. And McRoberts kicks to Dang. The dish to Anderson, and he uses the glass on the way. Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Roberts is more of a shooter than a true point guard. A bit of a combo guard is how I would describe him. He's a good ball handler, decent size, but his assist-to-turnover ratio fell off in year 2. That should also be an area of focus for him.
Here is Hairston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Charlotte. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Down with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And Brian Roberts, very quick and elusive, but Steve, not a big-time penetrator or finisher inside.
No, but he might look to drive to draw contact a bit more because, last season he was the league's best free throw shooter at 94%.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
The Heat have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. The free throw dropped for Chalmers. Clark, Charlotte for so long had been the team to beat up on in the East, but they turned the tides on everyone last season.
And, sometimes you can expect the team to turn it around if they have an injury or 2 the year prior, but Charlotte, I think, took a lot of teams by surprise last year.
And so Chalmers nails both of them.
On the topic of Charlotte in the East, they brought in a lot of talent, and it was really a difference maker for them. You could tell early on they were a different team last year.
Here's Roberts. In the corner, Neal with it. Connects from three-point range. Neal's got 9 points.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Well, I tell you what, the talent in Charlotte is one thing, and it has improved, but they also played a much more aggressive brand of basketball. I thought they did a nice job attacking the basket, and because they attacked as much as they did, they drew a lot of fouls. And I think that's one of the reasons they moved up in the standings in the Eastern Conference.
Here's Roberts. There's a screen by Williams. Roberts dishes to Neal. And another three for Charlotte.
Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Here's Cole. And Chalmers kicks to McRoberts. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. McRoberts has got 5 now. And here's Neal outside. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Heat lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
You look at what Neal has done so far. He has 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
Oh, they have to be. I mean, he's not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, I mean, it's his.
Here's Walker. Tang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Norris Cole and Dwayne Wade combine at guard. And it's Bosch in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's where Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, obviously a tough blow for the Miami Heat losing LeBron James. As Eric Spoelstra said, this league teaches you that change is inevitable. You have to embrace it and adapt. We don't have any regrets. He shouldn't have any regrets. It was a historic 4-year run. Guys, the Heat are hoping to reload and make another run at it.
Winning starts at the top, and they've got the organization, Doris. You said it. Thank you. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Wade. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bosch with it. Jefferson picks him up. Good ball movement here by Miami. That's good. 8 points for Chris Bosch.
You know, one thing you have to give Coach Eric Spoelstra credit for is he's not wedded to just one approach. I like his ability to be flexible. You remember after the 2011 finals, for example, he really went back to the drawing board and changed Miami's offense to their small ball approach, but also wanted to get LeBron inside more. And the result has been a couple of championship rings.
Miami leading by 4. Here's Wade. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. And that's 12 points for Wade.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Stevenson passes to Williams. Walker against Wade. Stevenson drives in. Knocks it loose. In transition, here comes Miami. Cole dishes the box. And he gets it to go.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint. Chris Bosh, in some ways, has been the overlooked, underrated member of the Big Three in my